Guess what? I think I want to talk about an aftershave today. I used to talk about aftershaves a lot on this channel of mine like a year ago. I used to talk a lot about aftershaves, but for some reason, I haven't talked about aftershaves in quite a while. So I picked out an aftershave that is one of my all-time favorites that a lot of people do not know about. Unless you're in the wet shaving community, then you probably know about this, but most of the people in the regular fragrance community does not know about this. It is called Santal Absolut from Fine Accouterments. But first, I want to tell you what my fragrance of the day is today. I like doing this. Um, my fragrance of the day today is Aqua Amara by Bulgari. Let me know if you have this, or let me know if you've ever tried this and what you think about this. When I first got this about 2 years ago, it was like really popular in the fragrance community. And I decided to go ahead and get it. And I got it. And at first, I actually did not like this. There was something in here that was just a little bit weird to me. And I put it away for a while and tried it again. It was like sort of the same thing. It was like, it's okay. Something in here is a little bit weird. And I put it away, and about 6 months later, I saw it in the corner one day, and I was like, you know something, I want to wear that today. So I put it on, and it was like, it just hit me all of a sudden. It was like, oh, I sort of actually like this now. And every time I wear it now, I sort of like, I like it more and more every time I wear this. But let me know if you have this, or if you've ever tried this and what you think about it. And also let me know in the comment section what you're wearing as your fragrance of the day today. Um, but on with my review of Santal Absolut by Fine Accouterments. Who is Fine Accouterments? Fine Accouterments is an American-based company specializing in men's grooming, like aftershaves, shave soaps, shave brushes, shave bowls, razors, etc. And actually, a few years ago, they actually started making their own Eau de Toilettes, um, like regular fragrances. And I'm actually going to review one here pretty soon, probably sometime this week. It's one of my favorite barbershop fragrances of all time. This is American Blend by Fine Accoutrements. This is a Eau de Toilette. This is one of the best barbershop fragrances that I've ever smelled in my life. To me, it's like a combination of Reef Gauche Pour Homme. It has the smoothness and elegance of Reef Gauche Pour Homme, but it has the masculine punch in the face like Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. It's sort of like a combination of both of those to me. But I want to talk about this here really soon because this is such a good barbershop fragrance, and a lot of people do not know about this. But on with my review of Santal Absolut. Let me read you the notes real quick about this. The notes to this are sandalwood, Baltic amber, green notes, eucalyptus, amorous, violet, balsam fir, patchouli, and musk. I'll tell you right off the bat, this is a straight up sandalwood fragrance. The composition of this, it's like 75% sandalwood, and there's touches of some of these other notes. I definitely get the eucalyptus. The eucalyptus is very subtle, but it sort of gives it sort of a menthol, minty vibe, but it's very subtle. There is some other things in here. There's a little bit of green notes that comes in, just a touch of that. There's just a little bit of sweetness from the violet. There's a little bit of musk that comes out in the dry down, but this is a straight up sandalwood aftershave. It's like 75% sandalwood, and this sandalwood is awesome. Most of the sandalwoods that I have in some of my fragrances are in the dry downs of a lot of the fragrances I have, and they're very creamy sandalwoods. This does this is a little bit creamy and a little bit smooth, but this is more of a raw sandalwood. Um, it's more of a, like, imagine if you smelled, like if you cut a sandalwood tree and smelled the sandalwood. It's more like that. It's more woody and it's more raw than a creamy sandalwood. Even though it is a little bit creamy and a little bit smooth, but this is more of a raw wood sandalwood. Um, and it's nice too. It's really nice. If you don't like sandalwood, you probably will not like this because this is very sandalwood dominant. Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. I love sandalwood. And there is, like I said, a little bit of that eucalyptus and a little bit of the sweetness from the violet, a little bit of the amorous that gives it sort of a balsamic feel. But this is a straight up sandalwood aftershave. And the thing about this is marketed as an aftershave, but as far as the performance is more like a cologne or an eau de toilette than an aftershave. This thing has excellent longevity. I'm getting like between 3 to 4 hours longevity before it turns into a skin scent. Most aftershaves that I have is more like an hour, but I have some eau de toilettes that doesn't last as long as this. But this is a good 3 and 4 hours. I was actually surprised at the performance of this. Um, so this is, I would consider this, as far as like in the aftershave category, I would consider this a niche aftershave. This is a um, high-end aftershave because of the way it's composed and the composition of this and the performance. And there's not too many other aftershaves that smells like this. This is like really hardcore sandalwood. So I would consider this a niche aftershave that performs more like a cologne or an eau de toilette. So I wanted to bring this to everybody's attention. If you're interested in this is more of a formal, like suit and tie dress up aftershave that lasts a long time. But anyway, that's it for my review, and I will probably be back sometime this week to discuss the American blend by Finding Accouterments. But anyway, have a good day, y'all, and I shall be back and sometime. Love y'all. Bye.